Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you process of brand identity design from the brief to step-by-step process like logo design, colors, typeface, mockups, and finally arranging everything in one template to present. This will be completely for beginners. I've tried to show the process very easy so that everyone can understand. You can find the free download link for this template in the description. Alright then, let's get started. First, let's go through the logo design brief. Brand name, Kivo. Industry, sweatwear, oversized t-shirts and hoodies. Target audience, young urban audience 16 to 30 who prefer oversized fits, minimal aesthetics and expensive street fashion. KI means energy and identity. VO means voice and movement. The brief is most important before designing a logo. I had an idea of creating a hand-drawn custom letters. I found a few references and started sketching in my sketchbook. So these are the sketches I've been designing for the logo. I've been exploring with different styles. My idea was to first sketch basic outline in the sketchbook and later take it to Illustrator to modify it and make it better. After a few sketches, this was the final design that I felt that would work. I started building on it in Illustrator. After a few changes, it came out something like this, which looks very soft and not even close to street style fashion. And then I started from scratch. After referring to a few designs online, I got an idea of creating a rough block letters. I tried out a few shapes and finally I landed on this, which has a little quirkiness and also goes with the street style, giving it a graffiti kind feel. And I started building on it and ended up getting this one. Alright, this is the final sketch we finalized. I've taken a picture and dropped it in Adobe Illustrator. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna crop this one. So we just need this part. I'm gonna choose crop image. So once we cropped it, we're gonna trace on this and we're going to reduce the opacity a bit by going here. That looks fine, and we're gonna choose that and we're going to lock the layer, and then we're gonna choose artboard and create an artboard behind it so that we have a white background. Now we're gonna choose the pen tool. Now I'm going to trace it in a rough way. Later I can move here and there and make adjustments. Since it has a sharp edges, it's really easy to trace it. Alright, I'm gonna quickly trace all the letters and come back. Alright, letters have been traced. So after a few hustles and changes, I've come up with this shape which looks pretty good, and it has that street style quirkiness. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the background image. We won't be needing that anymore. And then I'm gonna choose this logo. I'm going to reduce it and place it in the center. Now to give more depth to it, what I thought is we can just copy the individual shapes and place it slightly outside of the main shape, and then we're going to turn it into stroke and we're going to increase it by 2 points. It almost feels like we have given a small shadow to it. So we're going to do for all the letters now. We're going to add a small text below it so that the brand name is clearly visible. So we're going to type the brand name, which is KIVO. And I'm going to increase it, and I'm going to choose a font called Luckiest Guy, which I'm going to use this for this brand, and we're going to give spacing between the letters. We're going to choose characters and we're going to add like 200 or maybe 300. I think that looks fine. So finally I've placed the text below it, balancing the both sides of the logo mark. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create a secondary logos by using this. So first secondary logo, I wanted to create it like a stamp. So what I've done is I've just created a circle and added the logo mark on the center so that it feels like a stamp and it can go in many places as branding. And then one I've created with just the text vertical logo so that we can place it on the vertical spaces wherever it's needed. And the other one I've just moved the text to the right so that it has a perfect square so that it can fit on the square shaped places also in the merchandise. We can see the letters that I've tried to showcase, which is K, I, V and O. O looks more like a dot, but that's alright. It goes really well with other shapes. Finally added a text below with a brand name and the logo was finally done. Alright, this would be the final logo for our brand guidelines. Since this logo design is just for the tutorial purpose, there won't be any changes from the clients. So far, so good. Next step, we're gonna create secondary logos. What I did here is I used the logo mark and added a circle behind like a stamp. This one I just placed a brand name in vertical with a shape behind. So we can use this for vertical spaces. Another one with a square shape, secondary logo. We have completed the first step and we have all the logo combinations to move to the next step. Most of the street style branding colors are red, black and white. I'm gonna use red, black and grey for this branding design. If you have trouble in choosing color palettes, you have a lot of online websites where you can choose color combinations over there. That's where I found this combination. Red I'm gonna use for primary color and black and grey for secondary colors. One important thing to keep in mind is when you choose colors for your branding design, always stick to 1 or 2 primary colors, which is a main identity for that branding. Like you can see these well-known brands as examples, where they use just one primary color for all their brandings. I've already added a typeface in the logo earlier. You can use it for personal use but not for commercial. Also, we might need a secondary fonts for ads, social media, print media and other purposes. I've chosen a sans serif font called Articult. Even this is a demo font. Choosing fonts is more important. If you choose a wrong font for a wrong brand, it will completely change the brand identity and also the brand voice. Most of the modern brands use sans serif. If you're going for something like a luxury or feminine brand, you can go for serif fonts. Since it's a streetwear style brand, I'm gonna go with sans serif fonts. So we have a logo font and a secondary body font. Now let's move to the next step. It takes a lot of patience to find a perfect mockup for your brand. For this brand, we need a t-shirt, a hoodie, a cap, and with a tote bag. These are the ones which gives life to the brand. It'll be a visual appearance, how the brand is gonna look in real. After searching for long, I found a few good mockups. I'm gonna use these ones. I also personally like to create a real mockups with images, so I can customize it as I wish. Now let's dive into the Photoshop and I'm gonna show you how I add the logos to the mockup. It's really hard to find good mockups. I've found few mockups from online. I'll add it in the description. You can download it from there. Once you download it and open it in Photoshop, you'll get a file something like this. On the right side on the layers, you can just go to designs and just have to double click on it, and then you'll open a tab over here. So here you have to place the designs by, you can go to Illustrator and you can just select the design whichever you want to place. You can just Ctrl C and go to directly to Photoshop, and we're going to Ctrl V. It'll ask you to choose the type, so we're gonna choose it as a pixel, and then you can just make small adjustments. So when you placed it, you have to save it, Ctrl S. So once you saved it here, it'll reflect on the mockup, so you can move anywhere, you can make adjustments, and as soon as you save it, it'll reflect on the mockup. So that's how easy to apply the mockup. What if you don't have a mockup, you want to use a real image? So we're gonna go to search and we're gonna search for t-shirt models, and you'll get a plenty of models something like this. You can choose whichever you want. For example, let's use this one. We're gonna copy paste it over here. So now I'm gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go to the Illustrator and we're gonna copy the design which you wanna place, and we're going to Photoshop again, Ctrl V. We're gonna place it on the top of the image. Let's place it somewhere in the center. So once you placed it, we're gonna choose that layer and we're gonna double click on it. Blend option on the below, you can just hold Alt and click on that handle. The handle will be divided. Then you're gonna press the one side of the handle and you're gonna just start pulling it until it blends well with the t-shirt. Now you can see that it looks a very realistic and like a printed t-shirt. So once you're done with that, you can just click OK and you can export the image and use it in your mockups. So in that way, you can see I've created a few mockups. One with the tote bag, one with the back side of the t-shirt, and the other one with the cap. I've just added the logo title. One more with the hoodie. So these are the mockups. We're gonna use it in the next steps. We have all the basic assets that we need for the brand. We can also include other things like patterns, textures and more. Since I wanted this to be a beginner friendly, a basic tutorial, I'll make sure to create more in detail branding design in coming videos. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add all the design assets in a single template for the presentation. Now we're gonna see how we can add all the elements in a single template. We're gonna choose the artboard and let's create a vertical artboard. Let's keep the colors ready. Firstly, we're gonna use a rectangle tool and create a shape. We're gonna make a space for logo. Let's choose a picker tool and change the color. So I have it over here already. So I'm going to paste it in the center and let's turn this color to white. Now let's create two shapes. First, we're gonna create one on the left and we're going to turn this color to black. Then we're gonna hold that and duplicate it. Now we're gonna turn the second one to red. On the left we can add any secondary logos. I'm gonna add this one, or if you wanna add more secondary logos you can also add that. For now I'm gonna keep it very simple and minimal. Now it's time to add the mockups. I'm gonna add this one with the t-shirt, increase it a bit, then I'm going to crop it. Now let's create two more shapes over here. So let's get another mockup. I'm gonna add the hoodie mockup and let's arrange, send it to back. We're gonna choose the image and the shape. Now we're gonna choose this shape and we're going to change the background color. And then we're gonna get the other mockup, which is the cap. We're going to place it somewhere here. Now it's time to place the color palette. So I already have it here. So I'm going to just duplicate it. Also don't forget to add the color codes. If you're not sure where to find the color codes, you can take the help of ChatGPT. You can see that I've created a pattern background using that secondary logo. I've just changed the color to white and I placed it randomly. You can see each element I've custom pasted it so that it looks like a pattern. And then finally I've masked it. So we're gonna copy this and let's place it here. Now we're gonna choose the artboard tool and we're going to increase it a bit more, and we're going to bring the next mockup, which is the tote bag. We're going to place it here and let's increase it a bit so that it has a little overlap over there. So we're going to choose that and we're going to crop this as well. Finally we're going to add the typeface. So we're going to choose this and turn it to red, and we have the typeface, we kept it earlier while researching, so I'm going to copy paste that directly and we are pretty much done with that. Alright then, I hope you liked tips and basic tutorial on brand identity design. If you're a beginner, you can follow the steps which I showed in this video. I know it will be very bad at the first, but when you start doing and practicing more, you'll get more better and produce professional designs. You can use this free template for your reference. I'll add it in the description. See you in the next one.